Hey, name's Greg, work in custom graphics. Been in signs for 41 years. It's our brand new printer. Well, it's about a year old now. This is how I get my direction every day. This is what y'all produce. Salespeople, I really don't know who all's hands it goes through, but this is when I come in today, every day. This is what I look at. This is what I know. Okay, this needs to be done today. Gives us all the information on the vinyl, the sizes, what it is, what it goes on, additional notes. If you have old notes in there, delete those out because it's very confusing to us. Don't be afraid to delete it out and say, oh, well, I'm afraid somebody might need that sometime. No, we'll make up new notes and we'll make sure it's right the next time. Difference in files. You've got raster files and vector files. So what we would like to have is always vector files. See the little bitmapped effect of this, where it just looks like a stair step. It's not a nice clean line. On a small sign or a sign that goes up real high, it's not a big deal, but it's not good. Ask for vector. This is the vector, nice, clean, smooth. Then we try to figure out the colors. Printer prints in 4 colors, CMYK. It's a big, long process of how you render it, how you develop it into a raster, into a lab color, but we need Pantone colors. That's what we would like to have. This is our Pantone book. Every color, not every color, but most every color in the gamut of what the human eye sees has a number on it. So if you want to give me 529 purple, it's on here. That's what the customer asked for. I can get it pretty close. At least I have an idea of what the goal is to get it there. This is the machine, put the material in. Starts out white, goes up through the machine. You got a 63-inch wide material. It's like half of a football field long. It's a big, long, heavy piece of a material. Prints whatever it is that y'all sell, that our art department puts together. The colors have to be certain colors. Obviously with the military, it's really important. We do a lot of pole banners. The pole banners, we usually sell those with the poles. Pole banner, once they buy the poles and mount them up there, they're a repeat customer. They keep coming back. They want spring, summer, fall, whatever the season is that they want banners. We print it on one piece of material. We pick the material up. You can see it's a front and a back. Instead of printing on both sides of one piece of material, it's blank in the middle. It makes it a really nice, heavy, substantial piece of material. Has a pole pocket, top and bottom. Grommets go on this side. Field cannon's always away from the pole, so if the pole's on this side, it goes this way. On this side. But this is the banner, how it's stitched together. It was one piece of material. It was obviously twice this long, but it's heavy, it's thick. So when you're selling banners, sell that it's a solvent printer. Solvent is really good. There's latex and there's UV ink. That ink just sets on top of the material. I mean, it adheres to it pretty good, but it's not. It doesn't bite into it. Solvent ink, penetrates into the material, sticks to it. It doesn't flake off. It doesn't chip off. It doesn't scratch off real easy. It'll fade over the years, but solvent's a lot better quality product than UV or latex. So when you're pricing against somebody else. This is our old flagship printer. It's 15 years old, bought it in 2007. Still works. You just got to give it some little tender loving care at times. You got to clean it and bathe it and talk pretty to it. But it's a bigger printer. First one only printed, basically 5-foot material. This prints 8-foot material. So when we have big backdrops, big signs for football games and stuff, use the big, heavy 98-inch material. Banner material, we also print on mesh. Mesh is just basically a banner that's had lots of holes poked in it. See through there? This film, you take it off before you send it to the customer. That's what keeps the ink from going through and making a mess on the machine. But it's take it off really nice though. But it's real simple letters. You can't get real detailed. Our logo, You can't even hardly read the phone number because there's holes all poked in it. It's not for really nice, intricate artwork, but it works great out in front of a store. Wind goes through it. Customers love it. We sell magnetic signs. I print it on a piece of white adhesive back material, and then it comes off the printer, and I stick it onto a magnet basically. And you cut it out. You know, you don't get real intricate. When you sell it, don't sell a contour cut magnet where you have to cut it by hand unless there's just one of them, because it takes a lot of time to cut them by hand. We don't have the machine, nor do we want the machine, I don't think, that cuts these things out, because it's pretty labor intensive doing all that. Kind of the warehouse, we're a stock material. We got the big material, little material, lots of different weights of thickness of banners. If they got a banner that they want to block out that you can't see light through, it's a heavier material. It's got a piece of black film in between it. They need to specify that, but we have the capability of doing that. Some more of our specialty vinyl, like our window perf, like we have on the front of the building. We can print that. We got the pull-up banner stands, sell quite a few of those. It's a nice, smooth, clean, really pretty clay-coated material. Looks really nice, prints beautifully. You need that instead of the banner material, because this stuff is rigid and it doesn't curl around real bad. It's nice and straight. It looks really good. These are grommets. Goes on our machine. Margarita, our craftsman, is in the room next to me. Anytime I finish these banners up, I take it to her, and she meticulously has sewing equipment that sews the edges together, turns, cuts the pockets out, sews the edges of the pockets, puts the grommets in it, finishes out, wraps it up. Our DOD material, our signs that we sell, like the guidons with the military, like got the cannons that are crossed. You know, she cuts that out of one color, has another background color, puts it on there, and sews the edge all the way around it. Nice, clean edges, cleans up all the little frays. Because when these guidons go to people, it's normally a military unit. And, you know, like I said, I've worked at several sign companies, and I sell like open hours, pizza, buy one, get one half off. You know, it's important signs. But what we sell here is flags. It's completely different. Flags are it's an emotional thing. It means something. It stands for something. It's a symbol of something. It could be a symbol of a golf club that has all their flags up that's important. Have flags for hunting clubs, you know, whatever, something that somebody's passionate about. And you get into the military, obviously you got Purple Heart flags, you know, you got the MIA flags. It means a lot to the people that are buying it. You know, to us it's just a flag, we got to make it right. But it means a lot. It's like SEC, it just means more when you send a flag because it's personal. It means a lot to these people. But as far as making my job easier, Miss Diana and Miss Emily are perfect. Perfect people for the jobs that they do. Everybody here knows Miss Diana. She's been here forever, and she knows a lot about everything. She'll know a little bit. She's forgot more than I'll ever try to figure out. But she has a great hand on everything, how everything works, why it goes this way, you know, why it shouldn't go this way, how to fix things. And Emily's our graphic artist that just magically figures out how you got this little pencil sketch. I want it to kind of look like that, but kind of not like that, but make me happy. And she'll figure it out. It may take a time or two. So as much information as you can give us on the packets as to what the customer wants, write it out. We don't care. We don't mind reading stuff. You know, give us lots of information. The CMR account, the guy that developed that, you know, 15, 20 years ago, said he'd come in and had a company where he had lots of different departments like this talking with each other all the time. And it's like, well, I sent that over there to you and it's kind of there, but I don't remember what file it's in. Well, this is over here. Is that it? That's where we always go. Yeah, we used to do it that way. We don't do that way anymore. And I don't know why. And, you know, so the CRM is, I can't remember much, is what CRM stands for. And you put it in these things so everybody can go this one spot, and there it is. It just takes a second to put it in. You know, I don't do much of it. I put in there whether it's been printed, it's in printing, it's finished, it's in sewing. So if a customer calls and says, hey, where's my sign? And you say, well, it's been printed, it's in sewing, but I'll get you a date. It's just information. So use the CMR to put as much information in there as you can.
Like, share, subscribe. FlagandBanner.com.